All right, guys, welcome back to another video. I almost started it again without the microphone in my mouth, so that would have been fun. I would have went and realized no one can hear me. This is video 8 in the Vietnam 58,000 Lives, a tribute to the fallen Vietnam veteran series, where we speak about every single one of the ones that passed and pay tribute to them. I'm drinking a milkshake, so it's already cold, which isn't very good. I just turned the heater on back here, but it's freaking freezing back here, so let me zip my jacket up. The milkshake's not helping, and we'll get moving. We're on number 141. Always give an update. I wrote down 266, 68,000, 58,000, and we're on 141. So I'm a little behind where I wrote, but I do that on purpose. I try to stay ahead, and I got a long way to go. And I star the ones that are important: silver stars, medal of honors, bronze stars, and really interesting stories. And we're going to do a podcast when I get a little further down the line on the ones I starred. So, and I always show you guys their picture before we talk about them. And like I said, I'm going to start every video off with the ghost story. So if you want to see the ghost, go to video 5 in the series. Go to the 10-minute, 10-second mark and look right here. You will see a ghost. Video 5. This is video 8. Video 5, a 10-minute, 10-second mark. You will see a ghost. All right. Now, let me get my gallery up and we'll start. I know I'm never prepared when I start. Vietnam. Here we go. Get my pictures up. Make sure we're on the right one. Let's see. It's Barry. Yep. Well, I'm on the correct one. This is 141. Barry L. Adam. He was born May 14, 1946 in Reading, Pennsylvania. He died June 15, 1967. He was 21. Quang Nguyen, Vietnam, 3rd Squadron, 4th Cavalry, 25th Infantry Division. Died from burns. That's all it said. I'm assuming it's from a flamethrower, because I haven't seen one that said burns yet. They either say frag wounds, gunshot, drowning, all the other stuff. Never have I seen burns, so that's got to be what that's from. Okay, now you guys are watching the video, so if y'all see anything, let me know in the comments so I can. I seen that ghost, so I knew when to mark it. So if you guys can see anything in the background, let me know. If I hear anything, I will let y'all know. You can find Barry Adam on panel 21E, line 103 on the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC Adam a moment of silence. Thank you for his service. That was a loud bang, but there's somebody in there working, so probably just threw down a toad or something. This video is not sponsored by Dairy Queen, but this peanut butter milkshake is really good. Okay. 142, this is SP4, Hosea Dennis Adam. Hosea, I think I'm saying that correct. I'm not really sure. If I botched it, I am so apologize. PF SP4 Adam, if I botched your name. Botched your name, not blotch. Blotch is ink spot. He was born October 23rd, 1945. Don't know where. His home of record is Monroe, Louisiana, though. So he died May 18th, 1966. He was 20 in the Philippines. Infantry Airborne Qual, B Company 1st Battalion, 503rd Infantry, 173rd Airborne Brigade. Died in hospital from wounds. That's the only thing it said. Wish I have more information on these guys. He's on panel 7E, line 79 on the Wall Memorial if you guys want to look him up when you visit. And let's give SP4 Adam a moment of silence. And we thank him for his service. Now, this guy has a presidential name. You'll see why. This is SMS. John Quincy Adam. Mr. President. He was born December 22nd, 1947. Don't know where. His home record says Bethel, Kansas. He died May 22nd, 1968. He was 20. The remains of 9 U.S. airmen who were missing in action have been accounted for and returned to their families with full burial and military honors. The men were aboard a C 130A Hercules on an evening flare mission. 15 minutes after they made a radio call, the crew from another U.S. aircraft observed a large ground fire near the last known location of the C 130. Search was called off because of heavy anti aircraft fire, though interviews and research later were able to locate the crash site. So they found all 9 of them, which was really good. So I'm guessing he was one of the 9. He's on panel 65E, line 6, if you want to look him up on the Wall Memorial. And let's give SMS John Adam a moment of silence. We thank him for his service to our country, so we may be free. If you guys are enjoying these videos, and you got family or know somebody that's in Vietnam or something, I'm going alphabetically, so it'll come up eventually. You guys like and share and all that good stuff, and you can comment on here anything you want to comment. But if you subscribe, you can get the next video indication, so you'll know you better find your family member or whatever. I'll have them listed in A. Once I get out of A's, I'll do another video. Like I'm doing alphabetical, but when I get out of A's, it'll be in the folder B. Like I have you have folders on YouTube. These are all going to be in A, and then I'll move over to B. If it can host 6,500 videos. I hope so. If not, I will start a whole new YouTube channel called what I'm doing. Okay. This is SFC Raymond Alvin Adam. He was born October 19, 1934. Don't know where, but his home record is Leola, South Dakota. He died April 21st, 1964. He was 29 in Vietnam. Bronze Star winner, KIA. Now we're in their info. So how is there no info? If he won a Bronze Star, he got that from gallantry, right? You don't just get those for nothing. And he was killed in action, so they have to know how he was killed. I don't know why there's no info on him. I'm going to star him because I star all the purple stars and silver stars and Medal of Honor. So we will do more research for the podcast for sure. You can find him on panel 1E, line 49. The Wall Memorial. Let's give SFC Raymond Adam a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Sergeant Arthur Pina Adam. He was born April 8, 1949 in San Antonio. Viejo. So I wonder if that's like an Indian an Indian reservation or something. San Antonio, Viejo, Texas. Possible. Just flying in front of me. Died May 22nd, 1970. He was 21 in Cambodia. D Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division. Death by multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 10W, line 78 on the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Adam a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Good scratch there. This is 146. So we're going to go to 160. This is 146. This is Private First Class Gilbert Jimmy, a.k.a. Chino Adam. Chino was what they called him. Don't his eyes look real? The picture doesn't look real, but his eyes look real. Almost look like they're staring at you. This is Chino, born February 10th, 1949 in San Bernardino, California. Died April 7th, 1968. He was 19. Quang Tri, Vietnam. He was a C Company, 2nd Battalion, 26th Marine, 3rd Marine Division. Died from small arms fire. More info. I hate that that's all I got. They deserve the story. Panel 48E, line 38. But the military won't release it, and I can't get the family to give it to me. There's nothing I can do. Let's give PFC Gilbert Adam a moment of silence. We thank him for his service to our country. Okay, we have Lance Corporal Santiago D. Adams Jr. Born February 12th, 1948 in Victoria, Texas. Died September 9, 1968. He was 20 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. K Company, 3rd Battalion, 9th Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division. Died as a result of a gunshot wound from small arms fired during an assault. Same thing. I got a little bit more information in the sentence, but it's the same story. It's hard to get any info. He is on panel 44W, line 8. Really close to the one before him, 48E, 38. He's line 44W, line 8. Let's give Lance Corporal Adams Jr. a moment of silence. Thank him for his service to our country, so we may be free. Okay, this is SP4 Ian Williams Adamitz. I think that's how you say that. Born December 23rd, 1947 in Melbourne, Florida. He died December 14th, 1967. He was 19. In Tay Ni, Vietnam. He was Company A, 14th Infantry, 25th Infantry Division. Bronze Star, there we go again, died from multiple fragment wounds. No story, so we're going to start and look into it later. The reason why I want to do the Bronze Stars, Silver Stars, and Medal of Honor is because their gallantry and heroism needs to be shown more. They all need to be shown, but they need to be shown a little more. He's on panel 31E, line 89 on the Wall Memorial if you want to look him up when you visit Washington, D.C. It's a really good place. It's to the right of Lincoln Memorial. As soon as you get to the Lincoln Memorial steps, turn right. There it is. He is. Did I say? Yeah, I said what line he was on. Let's give SP4 Adamitz a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Milkshake is just killer. Probably shouldn't say that when I'm doing this kind of video. I apologize for that. Didn't mean it in any way. This is SN, so Seaman Apprentice Richard Charles Adamo. Born April 22nd, 1949 in Brooklyn, New York. Died February 28, 1968. He was 18 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He was Nav Support Da Nang YFU-4 U.S. Navy. YFU-4 was hit by a rocket-propelled grenade while in a flotilla on the Quai Viet River. It hit the starboard side 22mm gun, which was manned by SN Adamo and 2 others. Adamo and 1 other were killed. Terrible. He's on panel 41E, line 58. If you want to look him up, let's give SN Adamo a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is Corporal Roland Joseph Adamoli. Good smile. He was born May 18, 1940 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He died August 18, 1965. He was 25 in Quang Ngai, Vietnam. He was in A Company, 1st Amtak Battalion, 3rd Marine Division. Died as a result of a gunshot wound from hostile forces. He's on panel 2E 53 on the Wall Memorial. Let's give Corporal Roland Adamoli a moment of silence. We thank him for his service to our country. The next one I started was the very first Adams, and I wrote down 112 with a down arrow, so that means there's 112 Adams to go. So we'll be on Adams for a few videos. So this is the first one on here. This is BUH-3 Arthur Lloyd Adams Jr., a I felt like I was in the Adams forever. That's for sure. Born November 11th, 1946, in Newton, Iowa. He died August 23rd, 1968. He was 21 in Quang Nam, Vietnam. He was C Company NMCB 62, 3rd NC Brigade, U.S. Naval Force. Died from artillery rocket or mortar. So panel W47, line 36 on the wall memorial. We thank BUH3 Adams Jr. for his service. Did I give him a moment of silence? Let's give him a moment of silence. I think I might have completely skipped that. If I did, I apologize. When you're doing this many, you make mistakes, even though I try not to. Okay. This is 152 of 58,000. We got a ways to go. This is Private Augustus Adams. He was born October 2nd, 1949, in where my brother lives, Woodville, Mississippi. Home of records, Gulfport. That's probably where he went stationed, where he was shipped off at. But Woodville, Mississippi is like to the far right, far left corner of Mississippi and Louisiana, where the boot of Louisiana is in the Mississippi River. That's where Woodville is. That's where my brother lives. He died June the 1st, 1971. He was 21 in Dong Nha, Vietnam. KIA. He was 18th MP Brigade, 720th MP Battalion, C Company. So he was a cop or military police, however you want to call it. Died through non-hostile action from a vehicle crash. I tried to look at more information on it because here's something like that. I want to get the story, but couldn't find anything. He's on panel 3W, line 60. Why does it show my phone? Oh, I was going to say, why does it show my phone's charging when there's nothing, no cord? It's because it's a screenshot. I'm such a dumb. My battery is actually 87%, but it looked like it was 97% because I was on the picture. Must have been charging when I took these pictures. Let's give Augustus Adam a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. Sometimes I wonder about myself. Okay, this is Corporal Brett Morris Adams III. Born August 23rd, 1947 in Houston, Texas. He died April 29th, 1969. He was 21 in Quang Nam, Vietnam. 3rd Platoon A Company, 5th Engineering Battalion, 1st Marine Division. He was on a night defensive position with Operation Oklahoma. He was in front of the perimeter line and mistaken for enemy soldier and shot by a Marine on guard watch. Was medevaced out and died 16 days later at a hospital from bilateral pneumonia due to the wound. I'm going to star that one because that's one. I mean, I just don't understand. These 25% of everything I write. If I write 4 stories, one of the 4 was friendly fire. Like, we lost 58,000. Not very good at math, but 25% of 58,000 is, I don't know. Let's do it live because can I do this on my calculator? Probably not, but I'm going to try. So do you do 58,000 divided by 0.25? Is it 0.025? Or it's times. Times 0.25. Yeah, okay. So 58,000 times 0.25% is how you get 25% of 58,000. 14,500 soldiers. I'm not saying it's the exact number. It's just the math on what I've come up with. Around 14,000 soldiers probably died from friendly fire. Might be more than that. That's absolutely ridiculous, guys. That's a lot of soldiers that we did not need to lose by our own hands. He's on panel 26W, line 76. Oh, my ear. He might have heard me talking to him because my left ear just went numb. Oh, I made that numb sound. I'm sorry, Corporal Adams. It's a terrible way to go. Let's give Corporal Adams an extra moment of silence for this. I know it looks like my right side, but it's on my left because it's reversed camera. Thank you, Brett Morris Adams, for sacrificing yourself when you didn't have to. We appreciate. So we may be free, so we appreciate that as much as we hate to lose you as a person. Okay, this is PFC Boyd Timothy Adams. Oh, it's doing it again. It's ringing so bad. Whoo, must they say you're talking about somebody, your ears ringing, or somebody talking about you. Or if they're all sitting around talking about me in a circle right now. That's why I got that ghost on video 5 10 mark. PFC Boyd Timothy Adams, born February 3rd, 1948 in Arkansas. Home of record is Full Springs, Florida, but it says on here Arkansas. Died April 21st, 1969. He was 21 in Vietnam. G Company, 2nd Battalion, 9th Marines. Died from explosive device. Only info I could get. He's on panel 26W, line 16. Maybe they're trying to tell me their story. Since I can only get a little bit, they're trying to give me their story. Let's give Private First Class Boyd Adams a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Woo. So good. This is SFC Carl Turner Adams. Something in my eye. Born February 9th, 1922. It's Dimmitt, Texas, but it looks like I wrote Dammit. I lost my spot. I did not write Dimmitt, Texas. It looks like I did, though. Dimmitt, Texas. Died March 16, 1968. He was 46. HHC 7th Support Battalion, 199th Infantry Brigade. Died from non-hostile heart attack. The first one of those I've heard on here. Then the one, just before it was pneumonia. But that was from friendly fire. He's on panel 44E, line 64 on the Wall Memorial. Do you want to look him up? Let's give SFC Carl Turner Adams a moment of silence. And thank him for his service. Okay, this is Brigadier General Carroll Edward Hap Adams Jr. So Hap was his, it doesn't say on here, but I looked it up. Hap was his AKA, alias. Carroll Edward Hap Adams Jr. Born June 7, 1923 in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Is Pawtucket where the Family Guy was at? Made? Or was that the brewery? Pawtucket Brewery. Probably still is. I think they were Pawtucket. I don't know. It just sounds familiar. He died May 12, 1970. He was 46 in Vietnam. 18th Engineering Brigade is a UH-1H helicopter. He served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. This is the third one that served. Second one I've done that served in 3 different wars. Shot down by a 51 caliber while giving an air tour to a Major General John Dillard. So he was Brigadier General. He was given a tour to Major General John Dillard. I don't know if they both died. I couldn't find out if it was just one. But it said it was shot down, so they probably both perished. O'Hap is on panel 10W, line 21. If you want to look him up on the Wall Memorial. Let's give Brigadier General O'Hap Adams a moment of silence. And we thank him for his service to our country. This is SP4 Charles Henry Adams. Looks like I wrote something different. My writing is terrible. Good smile. He was born January 30th, 1950 in Thomasville, Georgia. Died November 14th, 1970. He was 20 in Tay Ninh, Vietnam. He He was B Battery, 5th Battalion, 2nd Artillery, 23rd Artillery Group, 2nd Field Force. Died from drowning, non-hostile. That's the second one. I'm not got this one yet. I'm a little ahead on them, of course, but I don't know. About 100 more ahead of where he's at. One of them died from drowning. I don't know if they were swimming or they were just crossing the river in their gear, but I did get drowning from 2 different ones there. Non-hostile, so it's terrible. I'm saying he was probably crossing the river or drowned while swimming. He's on panel 6W, line 58. Let's give Charles Henry Adams, SP4, a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay. We're on 158, so we have 3 more to go on this video of video series 8. This is SP4 Charles Wesley Adams. He was born August 10, 1949 in Cortland, New York. Died August 8th, 2 days before his birthday. He was born August 10th, died August 8th, 1969. So he was 19, almost basically 2 days from being 20. So I might as well say he was 20. Vietnam. C Company, 1st Infantry, 3rd Battalion. Died from multiple frag wounds. That's all I could get information-wise. He's on panel 20W, line 111. Let's give SP4 Charles Adams a moment of silence. We thank him for his service to our country. This is 159. This is Sergeant Clarence Clifton Adams. Born October 6, 1948 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Died February 11, 1969. He was 20. In Quang Tum, Vietnam. He was a B Company, 1st Battalion, 14th Infantry, 4th Infantry Division. He was killed by a rifle shot to the body. 9 others died. That's all I got. So 9 others, whatever group he was in. So 10 total of them died. Probably an ambush. He's on panel 32W, line 10. And don't tell me, look at this picture again. Don't tell me he don't look like Tiger Woods. He resembles Tiger Woods some. Let's give Sergeant Clarence Adams a moment of silence. And we thank him for his service to our country. All right, that'll be video 9. We got one more, and then video 9 I will probably do tomorrow night or when I get back from the weekend visiting my kids. So if say you have someone family member that's in Adams and you're watching this based on their first name like C and the next one's D and D and D and D and D and D and D, it'll be in the next video. Okay, this is Staff Sergeant Clarence Matt Adams. He was born September 12, 1942 in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know what I wrote. Died December 30th, 1967. He was 25 in Dak Lak, Vietnam. The 173rd Airborne Brigade, 3rd Battalion, 530 Infantry, A Company. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 33E, line 5 on the Wall Memorial. If you guys want to see him when you go, any of these that you like or any of these that interest you, you can go. You can get on these. You can go on the website for the Wall Memorial and have them take a piece of paper and take a pencil and scrape it, and they'll send you the name. If you can do it yourself, but they will send you that. It's pretty neat. But thank y'all for watching. Like I said, it's another 20 down. We're on 161 coming up. I'm on 266, so I'm staying 100 ahead. I'm about to write some more names down. I appreciate everybody. Hope you enjoy this. If you like it, subscribe so you'll get notified when I do it. If you got family members coming up and going A to Z, if you got one that's in a couple letters down, that's fine. You can wait. At least subscribe, help me out. Trying to do this for their, to give them the honor that they deserve, especially the ones that died. The ones that came home deserve it just as well, and hopefully they understand I'm doing this because the ones that perished. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you on video 9 whenever I get it going. So thank y'all. Don't forget the ghosts on video 5, 10 mark.